Have you noticed how one single social media post can completely dominate the political conversation in the United States of America? That's exactly what's happening again. So Donald Trump has once again found himself at the center of huge political controversy after sharing an edited image involving former President Barack Obama and former First Lady Michelle Obama. So within hours, the internet exploded. But now, one news outlet even published the headline's horrible racist pic, critics on the social media. So those are not Donald Trump's words. They are the words of people reacting to his post, what he did with the edited image. Now, millions of Americans are debating whether this was a political thing or probably something much more serious behind the scenes. So let me break this down exactly what happened. According to reports, Donald Trump shared an edited image showing Barack Obama and Michelle Obama smiling on Air Force One. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't just the picture. It was exactly the graffiti that had been added into the edited image. The edited image reportedly included Barack Obama's famous campaign slogan. That was, "Yes, we can." That was the slogan. It also included the letters BLM, referring the Black Lives Matters. Now, another phrase visible in this image was Alhamdulillah, an Arabic expression meaning praise to be God or thank God. So those details immediately became the center of the controversy. Critics, they argued these additions were not random. They claimed the combination of those phrases was meant to send a coded political message and reinforce negative stereotypes. But on the other hand, some commentators, they described it as a racist thing. Others, they accused Trump of deliberately provoking another culture war battle in America. But social media quickly filled with a lot of angry reaction. But one user described him as a horrible racist pig, a phrase that was later quoted in the news headlines to illustrate the intensity of the backlash. Supporters of Donald Trump, however, strongly rejected those accusations. They argued the image was a political thing. Now, they also said politicians from both parties have used edited images, memes, and provocative posts for years and years. But according to them, critics are reading motives to the image that had not been proven yet. So this is exactly why this thing has become so controversial everywhere on the social media. It isn't only about one image. It's about how people interpret political speech. That's the dangerous part right here. So one side, they see this as an offensive symbolism. The other side, they see it as a political humor protected by free speech. That's why this debate is spreading so quickly on social media and is going in a nasty way. So what is also so remarkable, how fast the story becomes so like a national news. Within just a few hours, television networks, newspaper, political commentators, and social media influencers were all discussing the same post, but from a different angle. That shows how powerful social media has become in 2026. Years ago, political debates were driven by speeches and press conferences. As we know, not a lot of technology. But today, one image can dominate the national conversation totally. One meme can become front page news. And it's becoming. One social media post can create headlines across the entire country. Whether you support Donald Trump or probably strongly oppose him, there is one thing that is difficult absolutely to deny. Very few political figures can generate this much attention from a single post. And Donald Trump can do that. Every image he shares, every statement he makes, every interview he gives quickly becomes a national debate. That's the power of Donald Trump. But another question is now being asked everywhere. Is America becoming so politically divided that every post is immediately viewed through a partisan lens? Or some people already know what they believe before probably seeing an image. Others immediately dismiss this as any criticism because they believe the media is unfair towards Donald Trump. That level of political polarization means people often reach completely different conclusions while looking at exactly the same evidence. And perhaps that's the biggest story right here. Not simply whether this particular image crossed probably a line or not. That's not the thing. But how divided United States of America has become over almost every single thing. Even a single edited photograph can now trigger accusation of racism, censorship, propaganda, political bias, media manipulation within all matters of hours. Now, the controversy is unlikely to disappear anytime soon because this became very nasty, very strong. Supporters will also continue defending the post. Critics, on the other hand, will continue condemning it. Now, news organization will continue analyzing it over and over again because they like to make it big. Social media posts will almost certainly keep the debate actively. Whether this incident changes anyone's political opinion remains to be seen or not, they will just do that. One thing is very certain. Donald Trump once again managed to place himself at the center of America's political conversation. And he's doing that over and over again. As a country moves closer to another major election cycle, every post, every headline, every controversy is likely to become even more intense than the last. So that's the reality of American politics today, what we are facing. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think exactly what's really happening and what Donald Trump is doing? Is he doing right or wrong? Or probably he's doing for some kind of attention, or he's just doing some kind of fun thing so he can grab some attention, it'll influence in his election. Thank you. See you in the next video, and don't forget to subscribe and stay up to date.